Hola, mi gente. It's your girl here. I have a thought that keeps crossing my mind, and I want to talk about it. So the thought that's coming to my mind is how we have already strayed away. We've strayed away from who we are and how we are supposed to be living. What does this have to do with self-love? So first, well, let me explain. We have strayed away from learning how to and living on this earth the way we're supposed to. How do we do that? Well, with the trickeries and the spells and the tricks and the cunning personalities and you get what I'm saying, right? Certain things that people have done in our past have put the majority of us in a position to live and come up with the end result of where we are today. Can we fix it? Yeah, we can. I believe it. And not only do I believe it because I'm a positive person and, I'm just great at, yeah. It's not just that. It's just because it's true. And the way we will be able to get overcome and come out of all of this shenanigans that we've been dealing with on this earth. You ready? It's through invoking, standing on your power of love for self, for others, and the way to live. Like, let me ask you a question. Do you ever look at a tree and enjoy its beauty? Do you ever look at a flower? You know how they used to say you gotta stop and smell the roses? Well, when was the last time you smelled the flower? I did, probably during the weekend. When was the last time you actually watched a sunset or a sunrise? You're gonna tell me those things ain't beautiful? Come on. When was the last time you dipped your body into a body of water, like a lake, a river, an ocean? Natural water. When was the last time you went grounding? Where you actually took off your shoes confidently and put your feet in the grass, in the sand, in the snow, in nature. When was the last time? Because to me, all of that and more, that's love. That's the love that I'm talking about. I don't know what love you think I was talking about. All right? We forgot and we've strayed away of how to read and become one with the planet that we're on, with Earth, with Gaia, with everything that's around us. There's a lot of people who do it. Yes, they are. I'm one of them. However, there's a lot of people who don't even understand. Why would you hug a tree? Why would you put your feet in dirty dirt? Wait, I gotta laugh because that is really how they truly feel. And you guys are considered inorganic. You have no idea, and you need to give yourself a chance. You need to give yourself a chance to love on you and love on this earth that you live on. When was the last time you have actually embraced what your mother went through to give birth to you? When was the last time? Think about the naturalness of the body that she went through. all the things that she had to go through in order to give birth to you. When was the last time you actually thought about that beautiful birthing that she did to you, instead of judging her for being who she is? When was the last time? Because I have heard more people, I'm not gonna say who, but I have heard more people complaining about their parents than I have heard anyone talk about the beauty of giving birth, what your parents went through. And of course, you know, that's not the average conversation. That's not the average thought, but it should be, because that was love. You understand? No, I'm not gonna go to the part where they could have almost lost their life, because if they could have almost lost their life, then they would have. You understand? My condolences to, you know, people who have probably went through, you know, horrible pregnancies and, you know, things didn't work out. You know, my blessings to you. You know, hopefully, you know, you're not suffering in sorrow and in sadness because of that. And if you are, I send you blessings to get over that. But when was the last time somebody actually embraced and thanked their parents for giving birth to them? And I say parents because it had to have a dad to give to the mom in order for you to be here. Ever thought about that? Okay, yes, there's a lot of, you know, nonsense going on, but have you ever thought about the beauty and the love that a person had to go through? It's like planting a seed and ever watching a plant grow, a flower grow. You ever watch that from beginning to end? You ever watched a seed grow? It's beautiful. You understand? And those are the things that you need to stop and watch. A lot of people, oh, well, I can't even grow anything. I don't want no flowers. They'll die on me. I mean, hey, I'm pretty sure I thought that way at one time. You understand? But then I realized how awesome love is. I realized how awesome life is. I realized certain things that if it didn't work one way, it will work another way. You understand? Like, if it didn't work one way, it wasn't meant. It's okay. You got to get past that. You understand? You're going through that for a reason. It's to build your character. It's not to put you in sorrow. I'm sorry that you don't know how to maintain your emotions. But you know what? When you practice self-love, self-first, and you meditate, that is the practice of learning how to be still and appreciate and accept what's going on. That's how you learn how to control your emotions. In that practice is how you quiet the mind, and you are able to see the beauty that's around you and feel the beauty. That's when you're able to love yourself. That is the process of loving yourself. When you go inside of who you are and reconnect where you once lost. Why? Because you were listening to everyone else's opinion about who you should be instead of listening to your own. You understand? You heard that, right? That's how true it is. I'm serious. You know, you can judge me all you want, because I can only imagine people be like, who she think she is? Baby, I am a goddess of love, honey. I know exactly who I am. And you need to know who you are too. Understand? So, with that said, when was the last time you were ever able, or did you ever appreciate and gave gratitude and actually said thank you for what you have, instead of paying attention to what you don't? You know, gratitude brings more gratitude. So that's what you need to do. You got to be thankful. And you got to keep it simple. People overthink. Too much ego, too much mind, instead of listening to their heart and their soul and their gut. You know. I know your body goes through these little tingling sensations when you're in a situation that you shouldn't be. But instead of you listening, right? Instead of you listening, you end up doing what you want. And that will work for you up until a certain extent. It might work for you this one time. It might work for you 10 times, maybe 100 times. But there's going to be a chance and a time where you're going to have to learn how to listen to your intuition, that gut feeling, that soul of yours, your love. Eventually, you will definitely need to go down that road. You understand? And when you're ready to give that opportunity a chance, come back to my channel and look at my videos so you can see how to do it. Because the information that I share has a lot to do with self-love, self first. It has a lot of aha moments, like, aha, oh, is that so? You understand? I know what I'm talking about. So, when was the last time you looked at the moon at night? That beautiful dark sky with a full moon. That's natural, baby. That's not something someone made. What do you think it's there for? Just to light up the sky in the nighttime? It's still dark outside? Like, I guess without the moon it would be really dark, right? But that's the beauty of it. It really isn't that dark. What about the new moons? When you're looking for the moon and you're like, where is it? You never even thought about that, right? A new moon. You understand? The naturalness of light when it comes from the sun. The naturalness of light when it comes from the moon. Like, I'm just saying, like, what have you done to show your body that you love yourself? So those things I just want you to think about. And I want you to understand that self-love, self-first is a thing. You must learn how to love yourself immensely. And you got to do it with every single thing you do, with every person you meet, in every situation, every single day. Okay? That's my message for today, guys. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you enjoy your time to yourself. Find some you time. Whether it's in the tub, showering, meditate, close the eyes, breathe deep. And don't just breathe 2-3 times. Breathe like 10, 20, 30 times. Just sit there, stand there for a minute. Give yourself that opportunity to really feel it. And get past that position of wanting to get to the next thing. What about that? You know, sit up, a meditation. And just breathe without thinking, without overthinking, and learning how to not think at all. You know, sometimes I go through that. You know, I'm learning myself still. But you best believe, whatever I tell you guys to do, I definitely do. I'm not just sitting here talking about this. This is my lifestyle. That's how I know it's true. Because I see the difference that it has made for me. And like I told you before, if you're listening to my videos, I've always known that I needed to talk to people. I just didn't know what, how, what. But there was a message that came to me a long time ago. And the message was, in order for you to teach people, you got to teach yourself. I'm actually looking at bulls. Are you serious? They're transporting bulls? So, I speak about this all the time, guys. All right? Listen, when you love yourself, there's certain things that only you know what you need. And trust and believe is not narcotics. It's not being around everyone. It's not running to the streets and, you know, sometimes you need alone time. Sometimes you need quiet time. Sometimes you need rejuvenation time. Sometimes you need relaxed time. You know, your body tells you what it needs. And, you know, we weren't shown how to listen to it. However, I am here to remind you. You understand? Because like I said, I've always known that I was supposed to be speaking to people. I just didn't know. And like I said, the message they came to me and said, you gotta learn this on your own. If you want people to believe you, if you want people to understand, if you want to talk that talk, you gotta walk that walk, right? So that's exactly what I did. And I've been putting work in for many years. Many years. And I'm so thankful, so grateful, so happy that I gave myself that opportunity, even when I didn't realize that it made sense or it didn't make sense, even when I felt alone, even when I was lost, not understanding, not educated. This is not an education. This is real life. This is not taught in a book. People might talk about it, but you got to go through it. You got to learn yourself, because everybody's journey is different. The level of what I needed to learn may not be the same level of what you need. You know, some people, their karmas is so bad, they got so much to unfold. It takes longer. You understand? Some people don't really have much karma. You know, but they do, no matter what, they still got a lesson to learn. So ain't no person on this earth that's better than the next, higher in rank than the next, because we're all the same, right? You may say, I don't think so. There's some people out here. I get what you're saying. But when you self-love, self-first, having your opinions about others, it's not necessary. Hear me out. Having opinions about how the other people are operating is not necessary, because you are focused on you. And remember, once you light up that inner you, baby, let me tell you something. People gonna wonder how you did it. I got people asking me, how is it that you look? What is it that what did you do? What are you? The questions. And I'm like, huh? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it came to me when I didn't even realize. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, yo, you look great. That's what I mean. And I'm like, whoa, gee, thanks. I mean, when you put that work in, that's just what it is. It shows. All right? So you got to practice self-love, self-first every day, baby. I tell y'all that all the time, baby. Practice that self-love, self-first at all times. Ciao.